call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the ground. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, I've been there before. It's the opening drive of the game. You're trying to scramble, make something happen, and you get absolutely lit up. Man, that cold tub, that can't come soon enough. Bad news, though, is you've got an entire game to play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide in. Don't take a big shot.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get it to the edge. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Schwartz ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Complete downfield. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Handoff from the gun. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to throw. It's Sapp. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be dragged down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might as well stick with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6. They'll
try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield, it's Sapp. Got the quick pass. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll have it at the 49, just across. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Sapp. Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's sacked. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough for that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Vick. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And
he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Extending the play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Motion from the back. Trying to get the corner. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hurley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the big throw. He was wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll leave it with him. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on second down. Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
And this one is perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Powers through the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass. It's set. The quick out. Turning it on. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Red Raiders will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll run the toss. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. Doesn't it? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Complete to the right. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. On the ground. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield. It's sacked. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Red Raiders are in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Vick. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Back to pass, it's Sapp. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's early. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that is...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Made a defender miss. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Wake! And the comeback is on. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over Bowling Green. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered.
Touchdown, Red Raider! Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Coming out with it, it's Hurley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Look out, he's got room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming in. Well done.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Rolling right and going deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Wake. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Plows through the defense. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Suarez. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Scanning the field, it's Sapp. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. They got it, it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
And what a great big-time effort, not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating on the field goal unit. And how big is that for the scoreboard? Now this game remains a one-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. It's Horn, and he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Sapp. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many.
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over James Madison. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Trying to burn this defensive back. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position, of course, the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's a heat. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Rides the back on the option to give. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Demon Deacons will have it first and 10.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch, a big fella.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And here they come, almost all the way back. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide out set, trips right. Still looking on the move. Outside the pocket.